Hi, I'm Ian Grieve and this is a short video on PurchaseHQ, one of the GP Elementz portals from ISC Software. One of the key features of PurchaseHQ is the workflow approval section. This section isn't standalone, it fully integrates with the standard Microsoft Dynamics GP workflow module. So all of the workflows approvals available through the purchasing series in Dynamics GP are available for approval through PurchaseHQ. This means instead of getting one email per document or batch pending approval, you get a section on the website here that you can go into and you can browse down a list. So if I was to use payables transaction approval as an example, you can see here I have 7 tasks pending. If I click see more, that will drill me in and it'll show me all of the details here. What I can do is filter it down based on a due date, requested by, the number, the creditor, the type, or even the company. So as you can see in the list here, I have a multi-company system. I have 1 approval here for my Fabricam AA company and 6 approvals pending for my Fabricam Inc. So as an approver, if I'm approving for multiple companies within Dynamics GP, I get 1 list of approvals I need to do for all companies, but I could filter it down just to the Fabricam Inc. ones. Sorry, bad example there. If I just filter that down to the Fabricam AA Inc. one there, it restricts the list down. Delete the filter there and I'll see everything again. And what we can do on here is if I drill on the document number here, on the voucher number, that'll drill me in and it'll show me details of the transaction. So as you can see here, we've got header information on the transaction. We'll see the purchase amount, on account amount, we'll see various information related to the creditor. If we scroll down, we then have the distribution section. So I see all of the distributions that are recorded within Dynamics GP. And in this case, the user entering it has made an error, and we've ended up with a mismatch. And we get a warning message here telling us that distributions do not equal the actual amount. So I know straight away looking at this, there's a problem that needs to be addressed on here. We have an attachment section, which will display if an attachment has been recorded into the document attachment module against this invoice. And I can open that up and I can see the attachment. So usually that would be a scanned copy of the invoice from the supplier. And if we scroll down, you can see here at the bottom, we see the workflow history. This is the current workflow that we see here. So it's been submitted, or in this case, resubmitted. It's gone through a check distribution step, which has obviously not worked very well. And it's come on for an approval now. And it's pending here at the level 1 step within the workflow process. But if I click show order, I can see the history of this document as it's gone through workflow. So I can see previously it's been final approved before being recalled and then resubmitted. So I can always see what's gone on, and the little speech bubble at the end there, if I hover over, shows me the comment that's been recorded against the step of the workflow process as well. So what I could do here to reject this is put a comment in there. So if I say, please correct distributions, I can then do reject. Now, if you'll notice that button is now enabled, but if there's no comment there, that button's disabled and I can't reject. So for rejection, a comment is required. And when it's done there, I can hit reject. And what that will do is it'll submit the rejection back into workflow. So within Dynamics GP, that document will now be at a status of rejected. It'll need to be updated and resubmitted. And once that rejection's gone through, it'll drop me back to the payables transaction approval workflow tasks list. And that one is no longer listed here because it only shows me the approvals which are pending with me. Now it's been rejected, it's no longer with me to do. So it's off the list. Likewise, if I'd approved it and it moved on to the next approver or to final completion, it would disappear from my list as well. And we also have, this is the Open Tasks one, we also have an Approved Transactions tab there, and I can see previous approvals which have happened. So I could pick a company there, pick a particular creditor, give it date range, values or anything else, hit search there. It's going to find me things that match the criteria, and I can drill in. I can see previous approvals that have been done through workflow. Okay, so there's an overview for you of how you can do approvals through PurchaseHQ. And as I said at the start, you've got integration with all of the different types of workflows, so whether it's vendor approval, purchase requisitions, purchase orders, could be the receivings transactions as well, purchase order invoices. They all become available as a tile here. When you drill in, you see the list of approvals that are available there. So That's workflow approvals within PurchaseHQ. Thanks for watching.